Hello! So, today we're doing a tier list of all the best vertical jump exercises. I'm going to talk you through why each exercise is good, and I'm going to give you, the S tier, the A tier, the B tier, the C tier, and the D tier. So the S tier exercises are going to be the best possible exercises that you can't miss out on doing. A tier are going to be excellent exercises, B tier slightly worse exercises, and C and D tier, really, you don't want to be wasting your time doing them. So, let's get into it. Alright, number one, we have box jumps. Alright, box jumps. Box jumps, I'm going to put them in D tier. Okay? It's one of the most famous exercises for vertical jump, but it's really pretty rubbish. Okay? You aren't preparing your body to land. You are going to get injured if you go out and max effort jump if all you do is box jumps. Because think about it, you're jumping up and you're landing on a box. So you're not actually getting the forces of landing. You're not getting the eccentric forces of landing. And it's not going to be as conducive to jumping high. A good replacement jump, if you didn't want to do box jumps, would probably be a normal jump where you jump up as high as you can and you land, because that way you're actually learning how to land. And I think by learning how to land and getting those forces, you're going to increase the amount of force that your body can produce and the amount of force your body can absorb. And by doing that, of course, you're going to jump higher. It really is quite simple. Okay, next we have sprints, S tier. S tier, okay? There's just no debate. Sprints are a fast, short ground contact time activity that has insanely high ground reaction forces, horizontally during acceleration and vertically during upright sprinting. If you sprint a lot, you're going to become a twitchy athlete. You're going to become a fast athlete. You're going to develop those fast-twitch muscle fibers that are so essential in an explosive activity like jumping. So go out and sprint. My suggestion would be 40-yard sprints, 60-meter sprints, stuff like that. Do that twice a week. Do that for the rest of your life. You'll become insanely fast. You'll become insanely explosive. And it will really, really help you. Additionally, your tendons will become stiffer, I suppose, and more elastic. So you're basically able to pop off the ground really quickly when you jump. And that's obviously going to be very conducive to jumping high. Okay. By the way, this S tier is going to be the absolute best exercises. So it's a very elite squad. And A tier is still just incredible exercises. So I'm going to put half squats in A tier. I think it's one of the best weight room exercises that you could possibly do. The way you want to be doing them is slow on the way down and then just explode on the way up. One thing I like to do when I do half squats is use the pins. You slow on the way down, then as soon as you make a slight contact with the pins, you explode up. And that's just an explosive half squat, and that is very conducive to jumping high. Fun fact, I did a cycle where I did half squats, right? I didn't do any 2-foot jumping, and I'm a rubbish 2-foot jumper, okay? 1 foot is definitely my forte. 2-foot jumping, not quite. So yeah, I didn't do any 2-foot jumping, and my vert off 2 just skyrocketed. I went from probably getting my hand over the rim a little bit to being able to throw down dunks off 2 foot. So my vert actually went up by a lot, and I didn't even do any 2-foot jumping in that time. So half squats really did help me to jump a lot higher, and they are a great exercise. I would strongly suggest you put them in your program. They are a great strength exercise, one of the best exercises for jumping higher. The reason it's good is because it's joint specific to 2-foot jumping, and it's also closer to joint specific for 1-foot jumping than a deep squat. So it's just more specific to jumping than a general sort of deep squat is. It's really, really good. It's great for acceleration as well, and it's just great for strength and explosiveness overall. Okay, let's go. Skipping, that is gonna go. Oh, see your detail. I'm gonna put skipping in C tier. So skipping, it can be good if you haven't done much running and developed your tendons much, because all your life, when you've been playing sport, when you've been playing football, basketball, whatever it is, you've been getting those mini contacts with your foot and building up, I suppose, the tendon's ability. And when you do that over a long period of time, your tendons develop and you will naturally be able to jump higher. And what skipping does is it gets the extensive jumps, so you develop your tendons basically so that they are able to withstand the tendon loading that happens when you do a jump. And it's mini jumps, so you'll get better at jumping. The reason it's not B, A or S tier is because it's not going to move your vertical by that much. I think it's very, very good for beginners. I did it a little bit. It didn't help me that much, but I think it's still good. But it's not going to move the needle that far. The things that are going to move the needle far are the big things, the sprinting, the squats, the jumping, that kind of thing. Doing skipping is not going to help you that much. But with that said, I still think it is a useful tool if you're a beginner. But if you're not a beginner and you've played sports your whole life, it's really not necessary at all. Okay, max effort jumps, S tier of course. Law of specificity, you want to get better at something, you have to do that thing more often. So if you want to jump higher, you have to jump more often. It's the best thing you could possibly do for jumping high. And the beauty of these jumps is that they self-intensify, meaning that as you get better and better, the jumps become more and more intense and serve to continue overloading your body and spurring on adaptations. The adaptations make you jump high. So it is of the utmost importance, if you're a beginner or anyone really, to be spending a lot of time going out and max effort jumping. I spent 3 months jumping every single day, and that helped me tremendously. My vertical jumps skyrocketed, my vert went up by about 7 or 8 inches, and I got my first dunk. So max effort jumping has helped tremendously for me, and I'm sure it can with you. I have seen a direct correlation between how high I've jumped and how many jumps I've taken, meaning that the more jumps I take, the higher I jump. It really is as simple as that. So I think you should be going out and jumping 20 to 50 times max effort a week, okay? Go out 2 times a week, 1 to 2 hours, jump as high as you can. That will really help you jump high. Next we have power cleans. We're going to put them in A tier. Power cleans are very good for increasing your rate of force development. Your rate of force development is the amount of force that you can produce in a time frame. So by increasing that, you're going to increase the how high you can jump. And it's an explosive movement that involves all the muscles of the legs and the trunk. So it's going to really help you to jump higher. Just get stronger on the power clean and you will jump high. I know you're going to say it's hard to learn, but it really isn't that hard to learn. You need to get a barbell and you need to just rep it out thousands of times. You could probably do like 100 reps a day. Do that for about 2 weeks and your technique would be better than 90% of people. Look at videos on YouTube and you will learn it, because it is a really potent tool for jumping higher. And if you can learn it, if you can get stronger at it, you will jump higher. I've seen a direct correlation between how high my power clean is and how high I'm jumping. So at the moment, my power clean is the highest it's ever been, and I'm also jumping the highest I've ever jumped. So that's the power of power cleans. Right, yeah, power clean's great. You should just aim to get really strong on them. Next we have, let's put squats, okay? I am gonna put them, I can't put them, do they go B tier or A tier? This is a tough one because they're not better than half squats, but they're way better than skipping. So I don't know where to put them. Let's put them here. We'll put them there. Okay, squats, they are a really potent tool. Squats are very good. They're great for developing the strength in the quads and the glutes. It's fairly specific to jumping. If you get stronger on the squat and you're also jumping at the same time, you're going to jump higher. Okay? You want a simple trick to jumping really high. Just literally do squats and jump. And that is literally the simplest way you could jump higher. Progressive overload the squats and jump every week with max intent, and you will dunk a basketball. It's really that simple. So squats are a really potent tool. They're not as good as half squats because they're not as joint specific. Actually, I'm going to put them in A tier because they are really good, but they're not as good as half squats, okay? But the way we want to be doing this and periodizing this is going from general to specific in our training. So what does this mean? Well, we start with general, okay? Full depth squats are less specific to jumping high than half squats. But we need to get that general strength, that general work capacity. So we do squats earlier on in the year, then we progress to half squats, then we maybe progress to split squats or quarter squats or something of that nature. And then as we get more specific, then we unload, then we jump higher. But you need to build that general base, and that will really help you to jump very high. So get stronger on the squat, and that will help you jump high. It really is quite simple like that. Now then, Nordics, I'm going to put them in B tier. Nordics are good. Don't get me wrong. They're a great exercise. You need stronger hamstrings for jumping high as well. It's estimated that they contribute about 25% of the jump, which is quite a significant portion. So you really do need strong hamstrings. The reason they're not higher is because it's not as prolific for jumping high as the power cleans, the half squats, and the full depth squats. They're just not as good. Having said that, though, when I had a 22-inch vert, I couldn't do a full Nordic. But now, when I have a 38-inch vert, I can do 10 full Nordics. So clearly, my hamstrings have gotten stronger, and that's probably contributed to me jumping higher. So I suppose, and I've done Nordics in that time when I've increased my vert, and I think, to be honest, they have helped. So they are a good exercise for getting stronger and jumping higher. So you should definitely give Nordics a go. They're also great for the knee health and the hamstring health, so they're a good bang for your buck exercise, and I would definitely do them if I were you. Bulgarian split squats, they are going to go in S tier. Bulgarian split squats are an incredible exercise. They've helped me massively. I'm a single leg jumper, and doing strength exercises on single leg is very effective. It trains maximum glute force production in angles that are specific to sprinting in early stance and when the glute is fully lengthened, and in a jump your glute is fully lengthened, so that's specific to jumping as well. So getting strong on it is really, really effective for jumping higher. Additionally, it's single leg, so you get to address any imbalances that you have. For me, my right leg was stronger than my left, and now it's much more balanced, which is a very positive thing. So yeah, get strong on the Bulgarian split squats. That will help you jump higher. Personally, I think they're better than squats because you can, I don't know, they're just a great exercise. When I do them, it feels like I'm going to jump higher, and when I'm getting stronger on them, it just feels like I'm going to be able to jump high. Really good for the quads and the glutes. You can vary how far away your foot is from the bench. So if it's further away, you get more glute. If it's close, you get more quad. So you can vary it. You can vary the depth if you want. It's so good. It's just such a good exercise. Definitely give it a try. I think a really good goal is to get to 1.5 times your body weight on them, and that will help you to... I mean, if you're at 1.5 times your body weight on a split squat, you'll be ridiculously fast and like be able to accelerate fast, and you'll just be jumping really high. So that's really beneficial. We've also got... So let's put calf raises. I'm going to put them in A tier. Calf raises are a great exercise, okay? Yeah, you need to get your calves stronger. And no, this does not mean you do 1,000 calf raises a day. That won't help you, okay? It won't help you. You need to be loading them heavy. The gastroconsolius are the muscles in your calf. They attach to the Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon is the ever important spring in your leg that helps you jump high and sprint fast. So by training your calves by doing seated calf raises and standing calf raises, doing them heavy, you increase the cross-sectional area of your Achilles tendon, making it a stiffer and more useful tendon so that you can jump higher. So you really need to be aiming to get strong in the calves. I see so many people neglecting it, but if you truly focus on them, make sure you get them in every leg session and train them heavy, you will get them stronger and you'll be able to jump higher. They will really help you. RDLs, they're a good exercise, but I'm putting them beta. They go ahead of Nordics. I think they're better than Nordics. You need to learn how to hinge, because that will... I mean, you just do. It's a basic movement. It's like the squat, you know. You need to learn how to hinge. And by getting your hamstrings and glutes stronger in that will help you to jump higher. So yeah, it's an effective exercise. You need to be doing it if you want to jump higher. I don't know what more to say about it. Get strong on them, yeah, you'll be alright. Front squats, I'm going to put them in B tier, head of Nordics. Front squats are good. They allow you to get full depth if you aren't as good at getting depth in the back squat. Yeah, good exercise, a different quad variation. Actually, I'm going to put them in A tier. Yeah, they're a great variation for jumping higher, and I guess it's another variation that you can do. You don't want to be doing squats all year round. You want to mix it up so you get variation and different adaptations. So front squats are great, strengthen the quads so you can jump higher. Yeah, overall, you need to get stronger. Yeah, increase the amount of force that you can produce into the ground so you can propel yourself up. S tier exercises, we have sprints, jumps, and split squats. Those are the top 3 exercises you could possibly do if you wanted to jump higher. If you can do them every single week, you will jump very high, okay? It really is as simple as that. Another exercise I forgot to put in here is hip thrusts. I'd put them in A tier. They're very good for increasing glute force production, which is so essential for jumping. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can apply some of this into your training and truly just jump a lot higher.